So, what are we doing tonight? I have absolutely no clue. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the cooking part of things. What we're going to attempt to do tonight is we're going to attempt to make our own pasta. Never done it before. You know, we're starting to go to uncharted territory because I'm trying every Wednesday to find something new to do, both for you and for me, you know, to have some fun together. I hope the camera is going to be okay. So, let me get some stuff out. If you have any questions, let me know. And there's the eggs. So I'm trying to get all the things ready. Let's get the bowl to do the dough. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack. Was there a song about like, hey, Jack? Can I sing? What else do I need? I think that's all we need. Also gonna need the brand new thingy. We got, well, not brand new, but we got this last time. Remember this? Last time I didn't have this. I was trying to do it with a bottle of water to open up the dough and all that. That wasn't very good, but it was resourceful though. At least it was resourceful on that part. So the recipe for pasta, for making your own pasta, is fairly simple. It's just flour, green skin soup. Oh, dude, overpowered. Now that you said that, oh, next Wednesday, all right, we are going to do cookies. I think we're going to do chocolate chip cookies. But it's a very fast recipe. So what I'm going to do is, because you said green skin soup, I did a wonderful, smooth, creamy zucchini soup. I've never done it in my life. I was just like, I had some zucchinis on the house. Like, what am I going to do with this? So I've made it with Worcester sauce in there. It was amazing. I was surprised, dude, seriously. I mean, I had, you know, those ones you put on the blender that become really like smoothies. I had with leek and bacon and stuff like that. It was so simple to do, so fast, and it was surprisingly tasty. I was really surprised with myself. We're also going to do something that it's going to be a little bit weird for pasta today. So I'm going for 2 cups. It might be a bit too much. I don't know. It's 2 cups of flour, normal flour for everyday use. There's no self-rising and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll do that with the cookies. It's a nice starter. That soup is a nice starter, or, you know, just in a cold day. It's really nice. There's some croutons on the side and stuff like that. I think it can go a long way. What I do need, because I forgot to do that, get myself a new saucepan. As you do know, this is not a professional stream, cooking stream. It's not a, you know, I'm not a chef. We're just home doing stuff like you would do with your friends and family, trying to have some fun, try some new tastes and stuff. So for the new guys, don't be very judgy. We're not professional here. We could be one day. 775 rolling, yeah, the rolling pins are good. That's why we got one. So we're doing for 2 cups of flour. It's 3 eggs. 1. So we'll take it slow today. I don't really mind if it's going to take a little bit longer to stay today do this. I want to be relaxed. I've been stressing a lot with the cooking stream lately, to tell you the truth, because I'm trying always every Wednesday to find something new to do, which I've never done in my life. Usually, you know, what I'm going to have to do, oh, let's make some pasta. Let's make an omelette. Let's make, you know, simple things. And I've been stressing a little bit, but hopefully I will calm down. So, because I have that stress that comes from like making a video for YouTube and stuff like that. So I might not put some of these sessions into YouTube anyways. Gonna add a little bit of salt into this. So let's hope we're actually gonna make this. And what we need is about a tablespoon of olive oil. That's about it. You can use the actual spoon if you guys want. To start this off, I am going to use one of these because I hate to put my hands in there until it becomes a little bit more doughy. I don't know, is it the camera okay for you guys? I've put some water to warm up to have it ready to do the pasta. You should theoretically eat this a little bit on the side after we make the dough, like 30 minutes before you actually cut it and start rolling it to do the pasta. But because of the streaming issue and the time, we're not going to do that part. Today we're just going to do it straight up and see where we're going to end up. It's the usual problem of everything getting stuck on my fingers. So I don't know, has anyone here ever attempted to make your own pasta, or do you do what I do as well? Just go to the supermarket and buy the ready-made stuff, boil some water, put it there, and that's it. I mean, we do make this like, I don't know, some of you may be Italian or not. Do you know tagliatelles or raffalo? Yeah, it is cooking time, yeah. So we do that in Greece as well. We make our own little pasta thing every summer, usually. Tons and tons of it. When I was a kid, tell you a story while I'm going to be playing with this dough to get it ready. I really hated that period because what they do is they take the entire freaking house, because they make a lot. They come in the summer in the village here, and they make a lot to send to the relatives in the main cities, and all these kind of things. So I always ended up, because you need to dry them out to store them, because they're making to last all year. And I had to, they put bed seats on the tables and the beds, and they spread the pasta, they leave them on top of there, so they dry out. They take the entire house. You can't sleep, you can't do anything. Gluten-free, and you can't really make gluten-free pasta yourself. I don't know, because, I mean, it's eggs. I don't know, eggs. Do you have eggs? Have gluten? I don't know. But you need eggs, you need salt and olive oil, so those should be theoretically gluten-free. I think you can get like flour that's gluten-free these days. I think. I haven't checked. I don't have that problem, but I'm thinking that you should be able to find that if you want to do something. Yeah, well, I mean, if you can find gluten-free flour, I'm assuming you should be able to do it. Anyways, I'm not an expert on the topic, so I'm gonna take your word for it. This needs a little bit to to make the dough right. Meant to end up being a little bit elastic, but it says you need to do this for like 8-10 minutes, so I'm gonna give it a good go trying to make this right. It's not sticky, it's just whatever in my hands is what was from the beginning of it. Ruffalo, we are making an attempt, my first attempt to make our own pasta, and then we're going to make the weirdest sauce you've ever seen, if you can call it a sauce, I don't know. Earlier I described it as a liquid wine bechamel. I think that's the best description to say for what we're going to do. It's a weird little thing I discovered earlier, which also is weird on the making of it. So yeah, just trying different stuff, experimenting a little bit with friends here on the stream, watching me struggle to bring this dough into submission. What's that little emote? What, you don't like to experiment, Ruffalo? You never try to do stuff in cooking? It's always fun to try new things, see if you can do it. I like doing that. I mean, that's why my stream is a little bit weird sometimes. Like, I change overlays a lot and emotes, and I'm always looking for the better, for the different, you know what I mean? Always want to do different stuff. I mean, I can cook stuff. It's just that with I've never really dealt with dough or cookies and cakes and stuff like that. But you give me a steak, for example, or anything like that, I'll cook it. Good to go. Well, that looks alright to me. Give it a few more punches. Get it done. Now this, like I said, I read a little bit about it. You meant to leave it to sit for 30 minutes. You know, the only thing I can't do, I think I might add a little bit of splash of water on this. Now it feels a little bit dry. You know, when you watch all these nice videos on YouTube and people make all these doughs and everything, they always end up having like a perfect round thing like this that looks so nice, like, you know, it's shiny and all these kind of things. And then when you do it, it's like, what am I doing wrong on this? It doesn't come out shiny and stuff. Lemon cookie recipe. Chicken and rice is good. I mean, chicken and rice, you can add so many different sauces and actually becomes a whole different food, I suppose. All right, I think we're done with this. So let me just take a little bit of that out of my hands because I hate things getting stuck in my hands. Now we're going to go to the difficult part of rolling this thing out and making it into pasta. Let's see how well I'm going to do. I do have, as a backup for my dinner, I do have bought some pasta. If something goes wrong, at least I can have some dinner. Right. So let's get the rolling pin out. We are here. So for this one, I am going to take my cutting board out and take this thing out. The anti-slippery thingy. I'm going to try and use this keyword try. So let's try and cut this into, I don't know, four pieces. That will do, I suppose. Let's put them here on the side for a second. Let's put some flour here on the bends. Let's see if we actually manage to do that. Oh, Ruffalo! Thank you. Appreciate it, man. All right, so this should, theoretically, we need to try and make a little strip. You know what I mean? So let's see if Fixer Boy can make it happen tonight and make his own pasta. Let's see if we just flip this for there. Now, I'm not sure how thick or how thin this should be, but I'm going to try and do it the best that I can and see where we end up with this. Appreciate the support there. Buy some pizza. Oh, we did make pizza. We do have a session that we made pizza. Actually, we should make it again, but with different ingredients. Well, I have 4 pieces because I cut the dough that we had in 4. So with this one, I'm gonna, I don't know, it looks alright-ish. So I want to try, maybe it has a little bit too much flour. Let me just turn the water off because we're not ready. I want to try and see if we do this one as a test, see if we are on the right track and we can move on with the rest. As you do know, I have a very small kitchen, so I am struggling a little bit with... Oh, sorry, I pressed something on the tablet, sorry. Because let me take the tablet out, because it's going to have the same problem we had last time. Things falling over the tablet, playing sounds and stuff. So theoretically, let's say that this is okay. Okay, let's assume that that's okay. So what we need to do is we need to do something like this. Maybe it needs to be, you know, just make it like this, like a little sandwich folding over each other. So if we just take this back, put it there, and then cut this. I mean, as even as I can, I'm trying to do about, I don't know, what, a centimeter, half a centimeter? Let's see if we are on the right track here. Oops, sorry. Hi. So let's see. Ah, we do have. So if this, aha! It's actually not that bad. Look, we have it. Okay, it's not spaghetti, but we have it. All right. We're in business. All right, so we take this, put a little bit of flour on this. Just do, all right. Seems like we got something going. Have another 3 to do. Oh my God, I'm actually surprised. Look at it. All right, let's go for the next one. We are in business indeed. You know what the biggest problem is right now? Who is going to clean this mess with the flour later? That is the only big problem. All right, let's make another 3 these things. It's a lot easier than I anticipated, to tell you the truth. I really thought it was going to be a little bit harder, but it looks like we're doing okay. That's kind of like the shape we were looking for anyways. Of course, you can, if you are into all that. My dwarf mate, I wish I had one overpowered. I wish I had one. There are specific machines that you just put the dough and you roll them, and they have 2 parts rolling, and they bring this kind of strip out ready. And then of course you can buy one that cuts this into pieces. We're doing everything manually here because we're poor people. We don't have machines and money to buy them. Nor we want, because doing it with your own hands, it gives it, in my opinion anyways, a different value. You know what I mean? When you do things on your own, I always felt more rewarding than having someone else do it for me or have a machine do it for me. I mean, you do need the help of the machine sometimes, but just trying to even out these edges because I have a very small space here. Now, when they're ready, I'm assuming they're only going to take like a minute, maybe 2 to cook. They are fresh. You can't get any fresher than this. Cleaning is part of cooking, I know, but like everything in life, there's always a part on something you do that you don't necessarily like very much or enjoy very much. So I'm going to put this on the side, move on to the next one, and then we're gonna just do all the cutting at the end. Like you enjoy, for example, playing Warhammer, right? But a lot of people don't like the leveling part. A lot of people enjoy playing with potions, but they don't enjoy the farming part. But they enjoy the whole thing, but there's some aspects of it they don't enjoy so much. And for me, the aspect is the cleaning at the end. I can be in the kitchen all day long, every single day, cooking and creating and trying different things. Not a problem. But you tell me to do the cleaning afterwards, of course I do it because I live alone. But I don't like it. Basically, that's it. I do it because I have to, because I must, but I don't like it necessarily. Getting fatter, I am actually. Dude, I don't know. You can't see it on the screen. I think if I sit like this, you possibly can see my belly. I am fat. I never said I'm not fat. I mean, I eat a lot, and the major problem that I have is this, what we do right now, because I find that me streaming on my local time between 5 o'clock to 11, it's a very efficient day on the week. People come back from work, they can stay until 11, they have dinner at 9, 10 o'clock in Greece, in some European countries. So I think it's a good time for me to stream. The downside to that, because I'm putting all my effort and my energy on my stream at the moment, is that I get to have dinner at 11 o'clock at night. And having dinner at 11 o'clock at night, it's not the healthiest thing to do, because, I eat and then I go and lie down. So, but I accepted this compromise because I love streaming. I love doing stuff with you guys, and I do not regret a single moment of it. And that's the truth of it. I like every single thing we do here, from arguing and chatting and cooking and playing. And hopefully on June, hopefully, if all goes well and according to plan, we'll be able to do a live stream outside in the real world, visit some places in Crete, and why not even some other parts. You know, later on, visit the places that we've already done as traveling videos. It's a lot of little things we could do. I just need to figure out the data problem, the mobile problem, and they told me I can change my contract to unlimited data on June. So we're gonna wait and see what I can do then, and then probably we'll start as soon as I can sort the money problem and the contracts and all that out. So we need to be a little bit patient with that. Yeah, we usually have dinner at 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, I'm trained. I can sleep. A lot of people, if they eat late, they can't sleep. I can sleep and all that. It's just that I put up extra weight because even in the morning, I don't do a lot of exercise. I wake up, make a cup of coffee, sit on the computer, check the stream, see that everything is working. Now I'm writing my book in the mornings as well, so I do stuff on the computer. I do go for my daily walk / run every day, which is about an hour. My doctor wants me to walk 20 minutes. I am up to 1 hour now, so I'm trying to do a little bit more every day. It's going well so far. One is a little bit more uneven than the others, but I think we are okay. Yeah, most European countries like Spain, Italy, and Greece, we usually eat dinner between 9 and 10 o'clock. 11 is late. It's really late, but I'm working. This is what I do for a living, so, you know, I'm not going to leave work to go and eat. I do it a bit later. That's the thing. I love this. This is the best job I've had. It's mine. I have no bosses. I'm having a great time. I do it my way without having to go through the whole thing. Oh, can I do this, boss? Can I do that, boss? And you give them all the ideas and then they tell you to fuck off. You know, I'm having the best time of my life and I'm doing everything I can to keep doing this because I love it. I don't know how it comes out on the stream, if you can tell if I like it or not, but I'm loving this. Even with me saying sometimes, you know, I don't know what to cook or this and that, because we'll go through all our ups and downs and things like that. So, you know, I mean, everybody at work has bad days and questions and, you know, wondering about things. So I think we're all good. A little bit of flour so they don't get stuck. Now we may have done all this. Oops. We still have to see how they're gonna come out when we cook them. So far though, I am happy with the result we have so far. I'm just trying to open them up, unravel them a little bit. I do get the odd piece that looks a little bit like, you know, because it's not perfectly. I mean, if I really wanted to do them perfectly, for like, you know, in a restaurant, I will show you on the next one. Actually, the next one we can do it more properly. Oh, thank you, Raplo. Thank you. So, I mean, theoretically, this one, like what I meant is, you can put it down like this. Actually, let's do this, and you can square it there. And you can square it there. You know what I mean? Just make it more of a better shape, so you don't get the odd edges, and it becomes a little bit nicer. I mean, you can throw that one away as one, or the end, and keep only the middle ones, so they all look the same, without the odd piece that might not look as good. You can take those ones out, then we have perfect ones in there. No, I don't. No, I've never heard the name. Alright, it's a little bit of floury to mix it so it don't get stuck. Now, we've got a whole we have an entire plate of pasta. They're not stuck yet together, so we're going to boil those. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them sit for a moment, because like I mentioned earlier, you're meant to leave the dough to rest for 30 minutes, which we're not doing because of the streaming situation, but for the dough to dry out a little bit. So in the meantime, I am going to get the rest of the stuff, like the sauce for the pasta we're going to do. But before we move on, we really need to quickly wipe a little bit the bench here, because there's flour all over the place, and of course it makes my life a little bit more difficult. Yes, I know the expression, yeah. Right, so not doing a full cleaning, just a little bit so we can work. Always nice to clean the area you're working. Be nice and tidy. I don't know, do you guys have MasterChef, the show, at your countries? I don't know if it's a European or American thing or a global thing. Not a little bit, it's only flour. Right, I'm using this because the wooden chopping board does sleep here, so try and do it right. Okay, leave the water there, and got some bacon for us, and we got some butter. We need an onion, small one. I will do. Need a little bit of garlic. I have my little stash of things underneath the cupboard here. Okay, and some rosemary. I love rosemary. I don't know about you. Oh, Bud Spencer. Yes. You keep saying stuff that I do recognize, so we're on good track. A normal, I don't know your budget or whatever. This is a cheap red wine. Gonna use this for our sauce. We're not making tomato sauce today. We're making wine sauce today, or a version of my version of what you could call a wine sauce. So we're gonna open this up. Live. I'm just gonna leave it there to breathe a little bit. Right. Let's get some butter into the little frying pan we have over there. Get this out of the way. You could use olive oil if you want, but today we're going buttery. Garlic. Clean it up. Now this sauce, I don't know if you're gonna like the texture of it at the end. If you ever tried it, I think you will not like the texture of it. It's a weird texture. Something I had some issues with it at the beginning, and then I realized that it's not the flavor that I don't like so much. It was the texture, but as an idea to do is very simple, very easy to do. It does go well with pasta and with meat if you ever want to modify it a little bit on the consistency of it. And the problem with the texture is that all the sauces that you guys and I have tried, usually they are you could add olive oil if you want, but it won't make a difference. But I'm going with butter today because I want to use whatever left in that little frying pan to make the sauce in there. So butter will be preferable. We're gonna add more butter. This is a heavy butter dish, put it that way. Sometimes, you know, most of the recipes I do, Ralpho, if you see the ones of the past, Oh, yes. Most of the stuff when I cook, usually I do go for the olive oil, you know. I mean, I have my own olive trees. I produce my own olive oil. Well, my mom basically, I don't deal with it, but it's our family's produce, to put it that way. But sometimes some recipes, they demand the extra flavor. This one is very heavy on the butter. It's very heavy. I'm gonna put bacon in there, so it's gonna be really heavy on stuff. I'm just gonna put everything in the frying pan there. Gonna turn it on, start melting the butter a little bit. Get stuff rolling. You will see that as we go along, everything that I will do, it would seem weird, like totally weird. Yeah, well, Rasen, I'm gonna put all of it just because of you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this in small strips like that, and then we're gonna cut it even smaller. I want to make bits. Little bits of bacon. I don't want full size pieces. So it's just one little squarey thingy. I mean, everybody loves bacon. Of course, for those that come to the stream, you also know that we're going to use Parmesan cheese. It's our favorite. I mean, last time I tried to use it on something, somebody popped up on the stream and said, yeah, of course. I mean, why not put some more? You use this on everything. All right. Look, I mean, food can be healthy, can be tasty, can be not tasty. But we have different varieties for different situations. I mean, we did veggie burgers. We did the veggie on the oven the other day. You know, this is just a little bit more fattening. Yeah, I mean, it depends how you grow your olives, how old they are, what variety they are. There are a lot of things, and also it depends if they are, you know, organic produce, if they have any additives and all these kind of things, and also it depends on what type of fertilizer you use, because they come in different. That is a little bit of rosemary there. They come in different varieties, you know. I mean, if you use more ammonium or less, it changes the flavor. It's a lot of things there. A little bit of what's this? Pepper. Let's give it a good mix. Oh my god, I always make a mess when I mix things. Alright, so basically now we're just gonna let them cook there a little bit all together for a few minutes. Now, there's one thing I hate about bacon. If there is anything to hate about bacon, and you know what it is? When you're frying it, it has this tendency, I don't know if you guys get this or it's just me, but it has this tendency when you start getting all the oils out and the fats, it starts popping and goes all over the place. Do you guys get that? Or it's just me? So I got this little thingy so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm big nasty to my bacon. So the other thing we're gonna need is the flour. Let me get the flour ready to have it near me. There, I'm gonna need a spoon. We are going to need the butter. Gonna need some more butter in a minute. 1, 2. Okay, we have water there. And the wine is ready. Professional bacon fry. Oh, that thing. Well, I don't know, do you get that, Larry? Like, it starts popping all over the place when it starts really cooking. I hate that. It's just so freaking annoying. I hope, guys, that so far we haven't done anything too difficult. And I'll tell you what, you should try and make your own pasta. It's a whole different experience. I mean, do it on a Sunday. If you have kids, play with the dough with the kids. Give them an experience in the kitchen or something. Oh, well, you have heavens, so you are in heaven. I don't have a heavens, or a Mrs. Heavens for that matter, but we'll make do. We'll make do. So while this is cooking, I will be talking to you, but let me put some things back in the fridge. just to say that, like, this sauce, I mean, you could add some mushrooms if you wanted. I don't want any mushrooms at the moment. I did buy them, but I just don't want to add them. So I'm just gonna wait for this to get a little bit of color. So I'm not sure until this is ready. I think let's put the pasta in there. I'm just trying to do one thing at a time, so I don't forget the pasta and they overcook. There's going to be a bit of a problem with fresh pasta. I've never cooked them. Usually, I'm assuming it's going to take a minute or two, no more. So let's leave that one cooking. Let's put the water back up. Let's add some salt into it as well, just a little bit. And oh, now it's starting to pop. I can hear it going. Now we're getting into the danger zone. Non-stick stuff rule the world. I wonder how they were doing this back in the day with, like, without having non-stick frying pans. Like, I'm assuming a lot of stuff would be stuck on the bottom. Oh, biddies! Biddies, biddies, biddies! Thank you very much, Larry, for the support. Appreciate it. Thank you. So, with just a little bit of time, you know. So, I think I have everything else I need here to keep going. You know what I need to do? Yeah, that's the thing we haven't done. I mean, it's a total waste, right? To open a brand new bottle of red wine to put on the food and not at least drink a little bit. I mean, I don't want a lot, just a little bit. So, since I have a glass of wine in my hand, allow me to say thank you very much for being here tonight and all the other nights and all your support. I do appreciate it. I hope this show is enjoyable. Cheers. Ooh, great night. Now it's starting to smell, and the rosemary and the bacon. We are en route for some great stuff. I am, however, going to need an extra little bowl because we're going to pull that out to make the sauce on that one. Let's see. Be quiet. We are getting there slowly, but we're getting there. I'm trying to achieve a more crispy look for my bacon. Keyword trying. Where's my pasta? Let's see how the pasta is doing. Is it? Oh, looks all right. Put this one here. I mean, they look all right. Maybe I cut them a little bit too thick, maybe, but they look okay. I like it. They're not stuck, so that's a good sign. I think we are going to have dinner tonight. You know what the problem is about, like, not achieving dinner when I do this on Wednesdays? The fact that due to the lockdown that we're all going through, I mean, most countries and cities and all that, at the time we end 11:15 at night, there's nowhere to order. Everything shut down at 9. So if I don't make it to produce something that I can eat, of course we're going to end up eating an egg or something like that. So it's all good. But you see, Lilaria, from the previous streams where we didn't have a rolling pin, we ended up having not only a rolling pin, but also the little mesh for the bacon. We are improving. We're getting better at this. And soon I'll have a brand new house with a big table in the kitchen. Oh, Jason, did you see the photo I put on Discord? Did you see that sandwich I had the other day? Yes, I roll it out in this kind of shape, you know, elongated, and then folded it and then cut it. All right, this is starting to get fuller, so we are good. 1,000 BDs! Holy crap! Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Raflo. Oh, dude, I took a loaf It's a round loaf. I don't know if you have those in your country. It's a round loaf about this big. Calculate about 650 grams of bread. It's like half a kilo of bread. So I chopped the top off like a burger type, you know, bun. And one on the top, and then in the middle, then we got mayo, cheese, bacon, omelette, lettuce, cabbage, sausages, ketchup, one layer, then put the other on top, one layer of the same, all this stuff, and then close it. And it was a big thing like this. I ate 3/4 of it. I ate 3/4 of it. The other 1/4, half of the quarter, my missus ate it, and I ate the rest of it the next day. She was unable to eat 1/4. Yes, I ate all of it. I ate a lot. Yeah, of course, I know. I'm not complaining that I'm getting fat because I know for a fact that I eat a lot and late at night and a lot of hydrocarbons and all that kind of thing. I don't know if you can see on the stream, we're getting some color. It's getting crispy. It's not burnt. It's getting crispy. So in a minute, we'll be ready to pull it out. The water is getting ready. So I want to do these things individually. Finish the bacon, put it on the bowl here, and then do the pasta just to keep an eye on them because I've never done them before. See how things are going to play out. And then we're going to use whatever left on that frying pan to do the rest of the sauce and mix them, and then we'll be done. My mom was worried if I had tapeworm back in the day. I actually did some tests. I did not have it. When I was a kid, I was eating about 3... let me show you. If I can get this out of the cupboard. Ugh. It's not only I'm getting fat as a dwarf, I'm also getting short as a dwarf. This tray, I don't know if the size is nicely visible on the stream there. I was eating 4 of these with different cakes and stuff like that. A week. My mom was tired of making cakes for me. I didn't like food, so I was pretty much feeding myself with cakes. Alright, we're good to go. We're going to turn this one off. So, look, we are going to put this in a little bowl we have here. Okie dokie. Because the water, I hope you can see it, is boiling up. So we're going to put this on the side for a second. Keep this on the side as well. You will see why. I want to focus a little bit on the pasta now. Oh boy, how am I gonna... Oh, I don't know. Alright, let's see. Oh, they look alright. I don't know. Should I put them all in there? I don't know. The water doesn't... Ah, fuck it. Fucking go. Whatever happens, happens. Well, it was boiling a second ago. They're not stuck though. Let's see. Should we go? Oh well, it's on full. How I'm not 300 plus? Yeah, I am exactly 97. I'm somehow maintaining a 97 kilo weight. I don't know. I mean, when I was younger, I was never above 64. I could eat a cow for lunch and a cow for dinner, always 64 kilos. After the surgeries, I start putting weight and stuff, but I don't like what's happening here. It's not boiling. When I put them in, the water was boiling. Come on. Don't ruin my dinner. I don't like that. Fail by pot. Bleed. Yes, good point. That will help to boil a bit faster. That's a good point. Thank you. Yeah, so let's take this one step at a time because I haven't done this stuff before. Always good. No, it's not Lead to the rescue. It is Lilaria to the rescue. Lilaria and the rest of the guys, anyways. You won't believe how much better it is when you cook and you actually see people paying attention. Like, oh, dude, you forgot this. You should do this, you know? The interaction of anything that we do on the stream, whether we play games and we chat and all this, is the most important thing, in my opinion, you know? Connect with people. Lil. Okay, I'll call you Lil. Not a problem. Lil. All right, we're getting somewhere. All right, you know what? I'm going to take an extra step and boil some extra water. Maybe we're going to need it. I don't know. Maybe just a little bit. Put it down the boiler. You never know. Woo! All right, that's expected. All the foaming. Yep, we're good. Admittedly, I don't know how it looks on the stream. They are a little bit thick cut. We have cut them a little bit thick. It should be a little bit. Oh, there's two things you can do. You can add some olive oil. It's a natural anti-foam agent. So if you put olive oil, boom, the foam goes away. It's a natural anti-foam agent. If I did it a little bit faster, it wouldn't spill out. This is what we used to do in microbiology lab. Stray Chroma, thank you very much for the follow. Let's see, they are a bit thick, so I don't know how long this is going to take. So with the extra olive oil, a lot of people think they put olive oil in the pasta so they don't get stuck. That's a misconception. It's for the, nah, don't worry about it. I have all the cleaning stuff, dude. In a minute, I just want to make sure this is done right here. Well, as right as we can, because these things are not meant to want a lot of time, so I don't know. They do smell, hold on a second, I'm just going to take one out just out of curiosity. Just cut a little bit there and put it back in. They do smell floury, you know, floury, so yeah. It's slippery. Okay, taste-wise, we're good, but they need a little bit more. Whoop, whoop. I think they're foaming a lot because I overdid it on the flour and put them in. Overpowered, if you think that little water is gonna stop me, I have done a lot worse on this stove, man. I have done a lot worse than just that. The main problem here, because we've never done this before, so we are identifying things. So if you ever try it, you will not do the same mistakes as me. One, we cut them too thick. They need to be thinner. Two, they need a little bit more water. So we're going to have to give them a little bit more time. And also, when I was rolling them out, I put too much flour on them. So that's one reason why we get all the extra foam. And I have a little bit of a floury taste, which it doesn't matter because once we add the sauce and everything else, it will go away. The important thing is to try and cook them so actually we can eat them without having a stomach ache afterwards. So they're still a little bit hard on the fork. So let's give them another minute, please, and we get on with the rest. Yes, that also works if you do this. I will tell you what though, because I've been doing this a very long time as you have. That will only stop if it's about to boil over. If it's about, there's a little bit. If it's doing full power, then the spoon is going to go away with the foam. So the olive oil is better. Unfortunately, with this amount, I needed to add a lot more. That's why it foamed again. The more foam you have, the more olive oil you want. It is a natural anti-foaming agent. All right, let me try another one. I don't know. I mean, I'll put it here. Now, you see how thick this is? It is a lot thicker than what we want. I'll try and put this on the stream there. I don't know if the camera's going to zoom in or whatnot, but we cut them wrong. The floury taste is going away. The more the boiling, it's going away. I mean, if you don't have any spills, you're not really cooking, are you? Oh, you know what? The water is okay. You can anticipate if it's going to boil over or not. The worst one is milk. You can be looking at it, you put your finger in it like, yeah, it's not hot enough, it's not going to boil. You turn your back, boom, an explosion of milk going everywhere. I mean, like everywhere. Milk is the nastiest one. You need to be on top of it, looking at it, and be ready for it to pull it off the fire. It's the worst one for me. Now we're getting somewhere because the pasta is starting to rise. There's a trick for fresh pasta, which I forgot. I just remembered that if you put a lot of water in your bowl, in your pot, when you put them in, they're going to go straight to the bottom because they're fresh. They're not going to float like other pasta does. And when they're ready, they start floating up. It's impossible to see right now because we should have had a little bit more water. I forgot about it. I thought it was enough. I wasn't expecting to have so much pasta done with 2 cups of flour. We've never done it before, so it is what it is. We're all one family here. We all try. Even when I move them around now, they're much softer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them off, but we're going to leave them on to do the sauce. Now, my best friend, the student here, Lil. See, I'm learning. Last time we did together the twice the bechamel. So we're going to do a bechamel. So I'm going to go for 1 spoonful of butter. Oops. All right, so we're going to start with the same base we do on the bechamel. So first, we're going to melt the butter. Keep an eye on the pasta here, because even if we turn them off, if you leave them in the hot water, they're still cooking. So I do have this ready in here in the basin. So at some point, I'm just going to quickly empty them over. I just feel like we need to leave them another minute or 2. Now, we are prepared for tonight, Lularia. We do have our whisk, so we are not going to fail again. See, I am prepared. I am learning. So we're just going to wait for the butter to melt. Then we're going to add the flour. We're going to do the same mixture we do when we do the bechamel. The preparation, I haven't perfected it yet, but you will see it will get a little bit weird because we're going to have to add quite a bit of water somewhere in between to give the texture, the form that we want. Still waiting for that thing to melt. Let me try another piece of pasta just to make sure. Because I think because they're fresh, if we overdo it, we're definitely going to ruin them. And that's not what I want. We're good. Just gonna pour them over. I'm sure they don't melt. Alrighty. Butter is ready. Turning the heat slightly down. Bechamel is usually 1 to 1, like 100 grams of butter, 100 grams of flour. We're going to do this roughly. Doesn't matter. Might need a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh no, I have someone at the door. No, it's not happening. I'm going with this to the door. I'm mixing and I'm going to the door. I'm not going to ruin this. Alright, I'm mixing, going to the door. Alright, we got it. We're still alive. Alright, so we got the base. That was kind of unexpected there, but shit happens. Yeah, so now we're going to start adding the wine, dude. I mean, it's like making a bechamel, you know, where you add the milk, but instead of the milk, we are going for the wine. That is enough wine. So here is where it gets a little bit crazy, right? The thing that I said that it might look crazy. If you can see, it's really becoming sticky. You know, it's like a very sticky bechamel at the moment. Keep mixing there so we have any round stuff. Peeled on live door. Yeah, so I don't want to add any more wine to add to the flavor, so I'm going to turn the top on a little bit and we're going to start dissolving this cream into the water. Okay, you will do this by eye and you see how much it's going to take until it becomes a nice lucent cream. Okay. If you overdo it, don't worry too much. You can simply boil it off. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, you do have a point. It's all good. You see, it just needs a little bit more. Just a little bit, and I think we're done. Yes. Top off. Now you see it has a nice little pinky color to it. Alright, I think it needs a little bit more. I'm not going to take it off, but I am going to add a little bit more water. How thick you want it, how loose you want it, I'm going to leave that choice up to you. And this is why I said that you may not like the texture of this. If you leave it as it is, you can definitely eat it. It's not a problem, okay? But the texture it's silky, it's smooth. It doesn't feel like a normal sauce. You know, if you have a tomato sauce, it has all these textures, the little tomatoes, the onions, and all that. I could, but as you know, I'm doing this a little bit from, empirically, put it that way. But this is enough for 2 people. Now, I just need to have a little taste on this. See, probably it's going to need a little bit of, maybe a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Okay, we need some salt on this. Definitely. It does have the winey flavor I want. I'm also going to add a little bit of pepper. You know, I'm a pepper crazy. Well, the normal recipe, it says 1:1. Usually, that's what I said. You know what my problem is? That I add a little bit, and I don't give it enough time to come together, and they're like, oh, it's not enough, I'm adding a little bit more, and then I'm already over the top. That's my problem. I'm a bit impatient when it comes to food. As you can see, it's a very fluid, you know, it's like a cream. I suppose it's the same consistency when you have like heavy cream with maybe some Parmesan melted in there or something like that. All right, so now because the texture is a bit weird, there's 2 things you can do. One, I don't want this to boil. One is to take all this onion and bacon and stuff with it and put them into the sauce, okay, and the Parmesan cheese, so you make a mixture there. Or if you don't have a problem with the texture, you just add it to the plate. I don't have a problem with the texture because I like the creamy consistency of it. So I'm not gonna put it, but if you have an issue, you can do that. Oh, Ruffalo, thank you. So I'm going to try and take a deep dish here. Okay, I will try and do this chef-like situation. I will try. I do not guarantee anything, but I can definitely. Let's see if I can. Nah, I don't think I can do it. Yep. No, I don't. As you do know, I'm really crap at getting the dishes ready. No, presentation, it's the worst part for me, so I am gonna go normal way. So this could have been a little bit less cut, sure, but oh well, next time try this, I'll try and do it a little bit better. So, just a little bit on the plate, I suppose. That, yeah, you could do that as well. Mix it up, but I don't want to, you will see why I don't want, because I want to show you some different things. Yes, a lot of pasta is nice if you just put them on the saucepan and mix them all together. It's definitely nice, but in this case here, look, because this has a nice pinky color, you can just go over it. It's like playing with colors, you know, it's just like, you can do this. You don't have to go overboard with the sauce, but add a little bit. It's really creamy, you can see it. So you can give the color if you want. I mean, if you want to go a little bit more, in a, you know, you can do a little decor around it or whatever it is, you know. So that, then we can add Let me get the Parmesan cheese. I'm not very good at doing the dishes, you know this. It's well known to the world. But I love the color. I love the pinky color. It is alcohol. I mean, we added like 2 glasses of wine in there. Of course, it has loads of alcohol. So this is Parmesan cheese, as you do know. So we can go for the Parmesan cheese on top. You know, we put as much as we like. I love it. So, what? Yeah. Well, the thing is, Abons, I'm going to eat this. Stay in the lines. I'm going to eat this with the missus. She's allergic to alcohol, so that is a big no-no for me. So even this will be too much for us. So we can do this now. You might have seen this in some other. Oh, I have another one. I bought a new box today. I also keep half a kilo of Parmesan on my freezer. It stays there for months, not a problem. Now, if you really want, some people do this, some people don't do, but you can always dough really quickly and sprinkle a little bit of olive oil above for the extra fresh flavor, and then we have it. Now, this was meant to be my decor, which clearly it has failed. So just to make it look okay, so we're just gonna do this. Have a little dish there. There you go. As always, add as much bacon you want, as much cheese as you want, as much sauce as you want. It is an interesting sauce. You get hungry. Well, if you're getting hungry, I'm doing a good job. I'm happy about that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I just need to play another one and go and have some fun. Maybe make some salad. We'll see how things go. Thank you very much for tonight, guys. I do appreciate it. You've been brilliant as always. I will see you tomorrow for... tomorrow we have puzzle day. We're doing Limbo, we're doing Creeks, and maybe some Hob, the 3 puzzle games we want to finish. And we'll be back on Warhammer on Friday. I hope to see all of you there. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Taste it. Well, yeah, of course I can. Yeah, go. That is the easy part. Goodbye. I need to eat this.